In the early hours of March 18, 1990, as Boston celebrated St. Patrick's Day, two men in police uniforms approached the side entrance of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. What happened in the next 81 minutes would become the largest art heist in history, with 13 priceless masterpieces vanishing into the night, never to be seen again. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum wasn't just any museum. Housed in a Venetian-style palace in Boston's Fenway area, it was the personal collection of its namesake, a wealthy art patron who had spent decades curating an extraordinary assembly of European, Asian, and American art. The building itself was as much a masterpiece as its contents, with a stunning courtyard garden and intimate galleries arranged exactly as Gardner had specified in her will. At 1:24 a.m., the two men pressed the buzzer, telling the security guards they were responding to a disturbance call. It was a convincing story. They wore authentic-looking uniforms, and their timing was perfect, as most of Boston's police force was occupied with post-St. Patrick's Day revelry. The guards, despite the museum's strict protocol about admitting anyone after hours, buzzed them in. What followed was a masterclass in criminal efficiency. The fake officers quickly subdued the two guards, handcuffing them and securing them in the basement, far from any alarm buttons. With the building now under their control, they had free reign of one of America's finest private art collections. Their selection of artwork remains puzzling to this day. They took Rembrandt's only known seascape, the storm on the Sea of Galilee, slicing it roughly from its frame. They grabbed Vermeer's The Concert, one of only 34 known works by the Dutch master. In total, they stole 13 pieces, including works by Degas and Manet, yet inexplicably left behind more valuable pieces, including works by Titian and Raphael that were hanging in the same rooms. The thieves worked methodically, moving through the museum's galleries for 81 minutes. They even made 2 trips to their car with the stolen art, showing a level of confidence that suggested detailed planning. The total value of their haul? Over $500 million by today's estimates, making it not just the largest art heist in history, but one of the most valuable thefts of any kind. But here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. Despite the massive value of the stolen art, despite the FBI's extensive investigation, despite a $10 million reward offered by the museum, not a single piece has ever surfaced. No credible ransom demands were ever made. The art seemed to vanish as completely as if it had never existed. The investigation has led down countless paths over the past 3 decades. The FBI has looked into organized crime connections, suggesting that Boston's notorious mob families might have been involved. They've investigated the possibility that the Irish Republican Army orchestrated the theft to fund their operations. They've followed leads to Europe, Asia, and South America, yet each promising lead has eventually gone cold. What makes this heist particularly poignant is how the Gardner Museum has chosen to memorialize its loss. In each spot where a stolen piece once hung, the empty frames remain. These ghost-like rectangles serve as both a reminder of what was lost and a hope for what might return. It's a powerful statement. These spaces aren't vacant, they're waiting. The empty frames have become almost as famous as the missing art itself. They speak to both the audacity of the crime and the museum's unwavering hope for the artwork's return. Isabella Stewart Gardner's will stipulated that nothing in the museum's galleries should ever be changed, and so these frames remain precisely where they were on that March morning in 1990, like perpetual witnesses to the crime. The case has spawned countless theories, books, and documentaries. Some believe the art was destroyed long ago, while others think it's hidden in someone's private collection. The FBI announced in 2013 that they knew who had committed the robbery, but these individuals were never publicly named, and both are now deceased. The trail of the actual artwork remains cold. The statute of limitations on the theft itself has expired, meaning that whoever has the art today could potentially return it without facing criminal charges. The museum's reward offer still stands: $10 million for information leading to the recovery of all 13 pieces in good condition. It's the largest private reward ever offered for stolen property. Today, the Gardner heist serves as both a cautionary tale and an enduring mystery. It exposed the vulnerabilities in museum security systems worldwide, leading to significant improvements in how cultural institutions protect their treasures. But it also reminds us of the fragility of our cultural heritage, how easily irreplaceable masterpieces can vanish, and how their absence leaves a void that can't be filled. As you walk through the Gardner Museum today, those empty frames force you to confront an uncomfortable truth. Somewhere out there, some of humanity's greatest artistic achievements are hidden away, unseen by anyone except their thieves. Rembrandt's dramatic seascape, Vermeer's intimate concert scene, Degas' delicate sketches, all exist now only in photographs and memories, while their frames hang empty, waiting for a resolution to one of art history's greatest unsolved mysteries. The clock continues to tick, and with each passing year, the chances of recovery seem to dim. Yet the frames remain, silent sentinels keeping their vigil, reminding us that some mysteries resist solution, and some losses can never truly be measured in mere dollars and cents.